Hi everybody, I'm Sailor Solitaire and this is your March 2017 general reading. Okay Cancers, let's get started with your reading. My lovely, lovely Cancers. I feel like February and in March there's been so many lunar so much lunar activity going on, and since Cancers are ruled by the moon, I feel like maybe you guys have been feeling that a lot of emotional ups and downs, but a lot of also releasing and healing energy. So, hopefully you've been able to get a lot of stuff off your chest, and you've been able to realize things about yourself and your life that that have helped you and have benefited you spiritually, emotionally. So I really hope that this month and this whole year has been good for you. Maybe towards the end of March, there's going to be some sort of social happening that's going to really test not your friendships, but test how you feel about your social surroundings or people in your social circle. It's really going to make you question things. But other than that, I feel like everything is going to be nothing too drastic is going to happen. There's going to be a full moon in Virgo towards the middle of the month, and then towards the end of the month there's going to be a new moon in Aries. So I feel like in the middle of the month you might get this sort of burst of energy, or this positive feeling, spirit that is going to make you be productive and to really get things done. And then towards the end of the month, I feel like you're gonna just ride on that energy and want to be more assertive, especially with your reputation. So there's going to be sort of a desire to make yourself known, or at least in the workplace or some other setting like that. You're going to want to really make sure that your name is well respected and it's regarded in high esteem. I feel like towards the end of the month, especially for Cancer ascendants, but for all Cancers, there's going to be this sort of ambition there. But anyways, okay. So the first card is the Moon. That's you guys, that's Cancer. The Moon is associated with, it's associated with Pisces normally, but since the Moon does rule over Cancer, this could be about you, but definitely a watery energy, mystical, mysterious, emotional, and deep energy. It's sort of like the unknown, the mysterious, hidden realms. That's what's highlighting your month. and it is the 18th card of the Major Arcana. So in numerology, that would be the number 9, which is about completion and wholeness. So I feel like, things are finally coming together, and it's getting to be towards the end of something important, and you're really finding peace in that. You're finally happy that something is coming to an end, and it's giving you a lot of satisfaction knowing that. So in the recent past, you have the Star. So I feel like this has been, or in the recent past, it's been a reminder for you, or you've been reminded that you're not alone. So maybe you're feeling a bit isolated, and a bit like no one understood what you were going through, or you felt like you didn't have anybody really to talk to or rely on. And you have been reminded in the past that you're loved, and that you're not alone, and that things are really coming together. So I feel like with this moon being in numerology 9, and this card, this is the 17th card, which breaks down to 8, right? So I feel like this month you're at a 9, which is about completion and wholeness, and then in the past you were at 8, which is, so you've made a progression from 8 to 9, and 8 is kind of a bit unstable. It's not quite there at 9, but it's almost there. So it works out perfectly, because you've been feeling a bit down, but recently you've been reminded that you have nothing to worry about. You have people here. Everything will be okay. You have a great support system around you, and you have a lot to be thankful for. You have lots of blessings from the world, from the universe, and good things are happening to you. Okay, so something you need to think about and meditate on is the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. So the Ace of Pentacles is about potential. It's about a new beginning, particularly in your home life, but also spiritually. So the Ace of Pentacles is, or the Pentacles in general, is about home, but some people think that it has to do with your finances, with money, and it is. The Pentacles cards do talk about fortune and money, but the other side of the coin, I guess, is that spiritual fulfillment, that spiritual part of a home. It's the Pentacles is not just about your home, but about what makes a home. And the Pentacles really is that earthy energy, and it's not just about the materialistic things. That's just one side of it. Earth is also about being in tune with Mother Nature, and being just spiritually aware and spiritually satisfied. So the Ace of Pentacles says that you can be very successful in your career, in your endeavors, in whatever you want to accomplish. You'll be very successful, but it's telling you that there is a way for you to be spiritually successful and spiritually fulfilled, while still going after what you want, and still being successful financially and in terms of your career. So I feel like this is a beginning, or even just a crossroads for you, and there's a great opportunity here. You're in a very good place. You're in fertile ground or land, and you can really plant the seeds that'll develop and grow to fruition. I just think that while it's still at this beginning phase, you want to keep that spiritual agenda in mind. So kind of plan your moves based not only on your finances. I mean, that can be the primary purpose, and that's fine, but try to have an element of, you know, emotional, mental health and spiritual fulfillment. Try to keep that in the back of your mind. That's something that you should think about. Is there a way for you to have both spiritual and financial stability? And I'm thinking that with this card, there is. And with the moon kind of giving the overall feel of this reading, you know, you have to kind of get creative with it. You kind of have to look at creative solutions of how you can accomplish this. How can you have the best of both worlds and make it work for you? So, I mean, that's a time, that's something for you to reflect on, and something for you to kind of dig deep and try to think of an actual way for you to, you know, keep your sanity, keep your mental health, keep your attachment and connection with the earth and with your spiritual side, while still going after what you want and focusing on your career as well. And the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. So you've had a lot of major arcana cards in your reading, and this is the outcome card for the month of March. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card of karma. It's a 10th card, and the 10 collapses to 1. So this definitely, with the Ace of Pentacles here, as well, for you to think about. This March is going to be about, you know, new beginnings and new endings. It's about just the wheel. There's a lot of, you know, it's a wheel, and then you also have this circular pattern here. So I'm seeing how, you know, like the circle of life and how the wheels turn. So, you know, we're all, you know, if we're on a point in the wheel, you know, and the wheel of life is turning, you know, sometimes we're going to be up, sometimes we're going to be down. But, you know, if you're down now, you're going to be up soon, and vice versa. It's, you know, it's the whole, you know, nothing is permanent, everything's temporary, and everything moves in cycles. And I feel like this card is, you know, like I said, with the moon, with all the emotional roller coasters going on because of all the lunar and solar eclipses going on, there's a lot of, you know, residual emotional cosmic energy in the background of everything, and that's affecting everybody, but especially you Cancers, because you guys are ruled by the moon. There's just a lot of ups and downs, and I feel like this card is saying that, you know, it's still going to be, there's still going to be ups and downs, but I feel like you still need to harness this time of potential. Like, it could be a scary time for you guys. It could be, you know, there's so much going on, but at the same time, if you just sort of hop on and go for the ride, then you can accomplish so much, not just financially, even though I feel like you will get ahead in terms of your career, but not just that, you're going to advance yourself spiritually, and you're going to find more contentment and fulfillment in your life. So I feel like this card is just a reminder of that. It's saying that, you know, all things pass, all things that are happening are meant to happen, and I feel like maybe you Cancers need to be a bit more, you need to be reminded that that's okay, and to have patience and to kind of ride it out, not let your emotions get the best of you, because Cancers can be a bit moody and a bit emotional. So I feel like you just need to take life as it comes, and don't forget that, you know, that like, don't be so dramatic about everything. I mean, if something's happening to you, don't focus on that moment. Think about the bigger picture. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. It's the grand scheme of things. It's the cycle of life, you know. It's really, really having this understanding of how the world is and how you can maximize your happiness in this world. You know, just make the best of your opportunities, and there are going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances for you to really, really advance yourself, really make a name for yourself, and to really, really, really accomplish things, whatever you want. But I'm getting more of financial, or at least career. You're really, you're in a good place to step up and to really change your life for the better. I would just say that, you know, don't forget about the emotional side, the spiritual side. I feel like because there's so much emotional drama or turmoil, emotional energy going around, you almost might feel like you just want to, you know, shut that off so that it's easier for you to concentrate on, you know, what you need to get done. But I feel like it just takes a bit of emotional strength and control for you to really understand all the emotions that you're going through. And in turn, that'll help you. You don't want to shut that part out. You don't want to shut off your emotions, because that's not going to make you happy. So finally, yeah, your current card is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is telling you to exercise patience. Sometimes there's an element of sacrifice with the Hanged Man. So again, just riding out, you know, the emotions, riding out other people's emotions, because I have realized that all the lunar eclipses, or all the lunar activity, has gotten people really feeling negative and in their own feelings, and everything's been heightened. And I feel like you might be able to sense that as well and in February, and you know, it's just going to continue in March. Although I do feel like the next set of eclipses are going to be a bit more relaxed, not as intense as the February ones. But again, this Hangman is just telling you to just hang back, relax, let it pass, and see things from a new perspective. It's a very spiritual card, and it's a card of like meditation. You know, he's just hanging back, hanging upside down, and just observing. Maybe not even just observing, but just, you know, tuning out all the negativity, and just trying to absorb all the energy from the universe, and, you know, just waiting for the right time to move, the right time to strike. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of patience that you need to exercise, but also don't forget to take advantage of all these opportunities. Keep your eye out for those, because it's a good time for you to advance yourself, advance your career. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, then please subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you guys in April.